Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris, the Hive Mind series. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 2. It's the year 2228. And this is what our hive looks like right now. We have the coalition of Emer down here, and they're not exactly the friendliest people. So, do something about that. You can see what they look like. We sent an envoy to both of these people, and the evangelizing zealots like us. But the coalition of Emor does not. First of all, they're rivaling us. We're not rivaling them, and they have now declared a rival against the other people. So now, allied to rivals, because we're allied to some of his rivals. So he doesn't like us. We unfortunately don't have the firepower to take him on. So what I'm going to do is spend a little bit of this, upgrading that for a choke point. Now that won't stop him from going back in this direction, coming around a long way to get his fleet of alien vessels over. So that's our only stopping point right there. But we're allied with these guys in a defensive pact, which is nice. We have, see right there, defensive pact with them. And we have favors to collect from them, it says. That's a Galactic Senate type of thing. And we ended up with a bunch of planets here, but none of them that we can really colonize. We ended up with one planet we can colonize. I'm still holding out hope that there's a colonizable planet right here. But down next to Overhaul. But if there's not, then there's not. And we're just going to need to race up to the terraforming tech as soon as possible, so that we can start changing these planets, be something that can help us out. I wanted to get over here and get this cluster because there's two black holes over here. There's also a black hole over there that I'd like to get. Fortunately, there's a dimensional horror over there. I think that's going to prevent anybody from grabbing that space for a long time. Reminds me, once he's done doing those things up there, I want him to go survey that system. Finishing off this Empire Sprawl from Colonies, that will change that, and that drops us down. We were just in the red at 74, and that dropped us down, so that's not. So we're going to see what this is all about. What are you doing? You're doing that. Let's see what all of this is about.
Technology
and the construction ship, great. Okay. I want that construction ship to do now. Get this thing. Had 3 construction ships out at one point in time, but then the borders closed in on us and they became unnecessary. So, oh, and we've maxed out. Wow, we maxed out minerals really quick, didn't we? That's amazing. Leviathan down. Starship crew. We're clearly doing a whole bunch of minerals, which is fantastic. That's exactly the way I like to have it. Lots of minerals. I love it. I love having lots of minerals. It solves so many problems, especially with building. So what we're going to do here is research labs. And then the only way it looks like that we can really get amenities as a hive mind is with this building right here, the Hive Warren. It provides a little bit of amenities. I assume there's another building later that makes it even better. I'm not 100% sure on that, but and it adds a little bit of housing. So we're actually going to build. I can see with a hive that that's going to be something that we're going to want to do quite a bit. Hydroponic farms, let's grab that. Oh, food from farmers. I can see that this is the hive is going to play different, which is going to be great. It doesn't play like a standard species because you don't need to worry about consumer goods, and you can't do any trade to help out your energy credits. And where they don't, some of these planets don't have a lot of districts. I think the most important thing then is to put, you got to get this district output. We're going to have to use some of these highborns, and since they also supply amenities, we're going to be using these on planets. Normally, I wouldn't put a lot of luxury housing on a planet unless I absolutely had to. Here, I think it's going to have to be a normal part of the hive strategy. So this is making spawn pools. It's going to increase our pop growth speed on the planet. In fact, does this tell you what it is? Yep, so here's our base growth. Plus 5.1 per month. Hive mind 25%. Genome mapping 10%. Spawn frenzy 10%. From planetary features 10%. That's their sapling tree. And from pop jobs 25%. So that's helping. That's good. What I want to put down on this planet then is research we don't have yet. So I want to get the research for this. So since we're going to need more jobs soon, we're going to build one of those. And we're going to look at how to get rid of, we can get rid of a couple of these. Now, this person has a crime thing going on, but do we have anybody? Ooh, we have research people and admin people. I'd rather have the research person, so we're going to grab the research person. That other person, then I think we can just agree to get rid of. Rather have the research. I was looking for somebody who had clear blocker cost reduction, but when you have research, you kind of got to take that. This is, let's get those out of there. Research done. Exploit that resource now. And chemical plants. Energy credits from technicians. Let's get the blue laser off of there first, though. That's cheap. And we can send this guy back here to collect this resource. In fact, he's... what is he doing? How close can he get to be done with it? Move over there and do that next. L's here. That's nice. Our fleet continuing to creep up there. That we're going to keep slowly building our fleet, trying to get ourselves in position for that. These guys are, hopefully these evangelizing zealots will be our friends for the duration, and we won't have to worry about making border issues with them, border excuse me, outposts. Hopefully these guys are the only ones we have to worry about for a while. This being a dead end over here kind of helped us out, and these guys blocking us off both places here helped us out because we have multiple entry points into our galaxy here. We had this one and potentially this over here when we were first looking at it, thinking this might wander off in this direction. So really now we're shut off. We've got all this we can build on if we can get to it. And the only thing we're being constrained now is a bunch of planets that we just can't do anything with yet. Zabalba has gone and done all its research. I mean, all its mining districts have been used up, and now it needs more jobs. And what I need is, we're experiencing some crime without that leader. So I think they have a solution for that, and it's this: Sentinel post, Hunter Seeker drones, decrease deviancy, and spawn defense armies. So we'll put one of those down, and that'll help. That'll provide some jobs and knock some crime down. Here we're still waiting for tech to help with food. And this starbase right here on the frontier, through gestation chambers. That's pleasant. And the construction ship came over and grabbed that. That's wonderful. We're at Empire Sprawl. So what I'm going to do is on this little planet right here, I'm going to put one of these down. Synaptic nodes, which add admin capabilities. I want a lot of this space on this planet here to be dedicated to research. Alright, colony development speed is not as important right now as faster than light inhibitors, for sure, because we want to block those somewhat hostile people off. And then terraforming gases, that's what we need. Oh goodness, can we get that and start getting that done? That's expensive, that costs a lot of money. So what we're going to do that, it's 5 grand each. So I'm going to sell even more of our minerals in the hopes that we can really pump that number up. Because that is what we want to do. is be able to start terraforming all this stuff. We can have a really strong empire with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets right there. That if we can terraform them all, that'd give us 7 planets in this tight cluster of space, which would be fantastic. So I like that. That has me optimistic. Upgrades. I don't have a leader for that yet. Okay, so we're getting the last one here. Now, let's take a look at what we have. Nihilistic acquisition. I don't care about that so much. Mastery of nature is always nice. Blockers. That's great. Transcendent learning. Don't care so much about. And shared destiny. So, Hive Worlds requires the climate restoration technology. We're going to save this ascension perk. I'd like to get Hive Worlds as soon as possible. This guy has come down here and done this. He surveyed all this stuff down here. These guys are building. They're going to kick us out in a second. And that's fine. In fact, why don't you just go over here and we'll see where they actually land you when they finally kick you out. I would like to choke them off at Lusaja Black Hole at a minimum. Dirham, but to do that we got to go through these alien vessels.
Technology conceived.
So exotic gas. Oh, there we go. Destroyer. Crystal mines also exploit resource. We need that. We need that for this resource down here. Ooh, and you're still taking all that time. Wow. Get down here and survey this. Jeez. And you are just waiting. You're just waiting there. Go wait there. Yeah, getting this because of these 2 black holes long term for the end game. And look, there's a bunch of minerals there. This is important. So the only way to do that is to get out in front of this. And we also need to start building these. So let's do that. As always, I gotta get these built up. And make sure they got the best of everything. There we go. Alright, so auto upgrades. So we call these defense platforms KS because it's the short range ones. And then this becomes armor. That's what these guys really do, is plus 50% armor damage. And then we'll do all these other ones. Again, this is when I really wish I could just save blueprints across games. It's one of those things that Galactic Civilizations 3 lets you do. It's a little bit annoying, but it's also kind of great. So yeah, flak battery. One of these is great against missiles, and the other is great against little tiny ships. So this becomes point defense. These get changed over time. As I get more missile tech, I kind of spread it around this one platform. But I like to have a mix of platforms available so that the people coming to attack me have to... that I potentially have at least something for everyone. I mean, really, these defense platforms, for the most part, I don't want to call them just speed bumps, but that's what a lot of people call them, is just speed bumps. And to agree, they're kind of right. But I've seen... Here's the thing. I've even made the mistake of going into a system not checking on how big defense platforms are, and then the places that have it, that have really big defense platforms, like 50k worth, I've lost fleets to it because I've been careless and I've been like, oh. So I think that they're useful in certain situations. I think it's better to have them at choke points than not. I think you're just making life harder for until your fleets get up to 100k each. You know, that's a little different story. once that starts to happen, then these become less important, and when your fleets get to 200k, then the defense platforms probably don't matter, and that's the end of the end game. Then you should be in control. Then if you're not, then what are you doing? All right. Illicit matter. Disturbing tangle of technology hidden in a deep crater on an asteroid surface. Ooh. Research discovered. The matriarch. Oh my goodness. Creature of legend swims languorously between the gas giants in the Hagawa system. Where is that? Hagawa. Oh, right there. So they're not going to be able to take that system because there's the Tayanki matriarch. Hey, you didn't do this. You didn't survey that system right there, but next one. So here we go. The Hive Capital. We need to provide more workers, and we need to provide more living space. These provide 6 housing. We should probably build 1 row of these at least. And then more jobs. So let's go with that. Let's put a grid down. Okay, you can't get back there, can you? Nope. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I want to go see what's in here. I want to see what these look like. Meanwhile, still don't have. Oh, these are the defense platform. We can get rid of that one. Still don't have the destroyer yet, so waiting for the destroyer. We can boost our fleet. We can come over here and we take these guys out, and then we can park them over here and say, hey, don't come in there. And there we are. There's the other continental world. I was wondering about that. There it is. Thought, hey, it might be over here, and sure enough, it is. So that is the situation there. Quite good. Well, I guessed right. Didn't want it to be way over here. It's should have already had it under our thumb, colonized. It is what it is.
Our construction is complete.
Let's keep doing that. Solar Sailor. Research. Great. How is our research? Terraforming gas is 75 months. Zabalba saying, hey, I don't have
Technology conceived.
I don't have enough places for everybody to live. Okay, chemical plants or research alternatives. Let's go research alternatives. Oh, and then we're making food, and we can stop buying that. Great. Well, good. If we can save money, then by the time we get this technology, 69 months from now, terraforming gases, we should have the cash to blow on these and just say, yep, go terraform them all. Go do it. This guy. That next. Trevor. Hey Trevor, what do you want to do? Need, oh yeah, so you need some amenities, and the Hive Warren appears to be the only thing that's going to give you. So let's do that, and then you're going to need more jobs. Let's do that. You've got 2 available housing, so we're going to have you build the Ag District first to provide jobs for the people that are almost certainly coming here in, let's see, yeah, quickly, not long, plus 5.1 per month. Do the math, about 30 months. It's gonna take 30 months.
Our construction is complete.
Because you have about 60 to go. 60, is it doing it? So, yep. So now you're at 50. Oh no, that's 10 months. It wouldn't have been. My math was off. Brain was not functioning.
Our special project is complete.
Okay. Alright, I want you to go in here and see what these guys are like. Just barely go in. Right there. zoom. What do we got here? Need some intelligence on these guys. They have mining lasers that do armor and hull damage, and they suck against shields. And then they have only large nano composite armor. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You can exit now. We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna change our wave cutter. And we're gonna say all shields, and then I want all of these blue lasers on them. We're going to change this to Corvette Drone Killer, what we're going to call that. And we're going to go back here, our fleet, and we're going to say, change all these guys to the Drone Class Killer.
We flee the hostile swarm.
Yes, we do.
Our special project is complete.
We will use the aliens' weapons against them. Research capture tech progress gain. UV lasers. Need the armor fresh up. We're gonna grab the playsteel armor. We're gonna grab this guy. What do we have here? This is evasion and sublight speed. Evasion is great for corvettes, so that's why we're doing that. And then, because we have 1.9k of this, I think if we just bump this fleet up to 20, say do it. Solar panel.
Our construction is complete.
That solar panel network,
Our swarm is strengthened.
not as important as additional shipyard. Swarm is strengthened, yes, swarm. Go do that research. Okay, so this is great. You can go in this direction. You're working on that, and then you're gonna work on. Oh, and you're gonna work on that one. Can you? Is this? It's nothing you can work on. Okay. So when you guys are at 20, we'll roll you over here and take out the mining drone, and then we'll bring you back and we'll refit you again for war with these bozos. And when it comes to defense platforms, we have 6. So let's go: kinetic long range, kinetic medium range, point defense, hangar, and now we're out of. Okay, let's adopt supremacy. We're gonna need to fight these guys at some point in time, probably sooner rather than later. Kind of locked in here. It's gonna prevent us from running into all the other factions. It's interesting. The Star Hold, yes. I want the Star Hold. Give that to me. How are we looking here? 20 of 20. Okay, gentlemen. Your job is to come over here and mow these guys down. We may actually watch this battle because it's going to be kind of small. It's a beverage Saturday. Alright, so now we have this. We're going to colonize this planet. Look at this. Okay, here's what's interesting. I'm going to pause this for a second. 18 max districts. Hardly any jobs to. It's too early in the game for the EQ monopolists. It's too early in the game. And can we even do our ecology project? We should be able to. I don't see it on here. Ecology. Hive worlds. I wonder if we can't do the archaeology project then because we have hive worlds. That might be the case. Because look, if I read this right, see, I've never played this, I don't know. It says, not limited by the planetary features in how many generator mining and agricultural districts they can support. Does that mean we can just build as many of those damn things as we want to? I don't know. But the archaeology project is clearly not here. The hive mind doesn't have access to it. I'm guessing this is the replacement for it as hive worlds. And it must work in some way that really helps us out. So, saving a planet for an eco-monopolist seems like something we don't have to do. So we'll just colonize this 1,000 food. And get ourselves another planet. Archaeological project complete. Not the same thing as ecology. And the science. Ship, you're over there. Yes, I know. We're waiting for you to get over here. These guys are coming. We are waiting. Oh, hey, you, over here. I want those. I need them soon. The sooner you can get those rare crystals, the better. And then we can come over here, do this part, and choke these guys off, like down here at Stellaris. Should be fantastic. Alright, what do we got here? Hostile swarm. Look, it's so colorful. Anybody else getting an epileptic seizure right now? Who's shooting at who? You see, I can't make sense of that. Makes sense of this. This makes sense to me. Let's do this. Oh yeah, baby. Let's take a look at those numbers. We lost 3 corvettes. They lost all their stuff. What did we have? We had small blue lasers hit 71% of the time. They had medium cutting lasers hitting 27% of the time. Nice. They had evasion 18%. Our evasion was 23%. Damage to armor, we were 150% efficient, and they were damage to shields only 50% efficient, and that's why did that. And their damage to hull was 174% efficient on the few times that they got through, because they only destroyed 3 of our ships. Our damage to hull was 100% efficient. So see the big numbers there. Small blues, there's 6,641 damage to their armor, and damage to their hull was 3,931, and they didn't have shields. So total damage to hull, armor, and shields 126% efficient, and they were 82. And that's why we won that. That's awesome. You guys can go back here to Zabalba. And while you're doing that, I'm going to say retrofit this back to the wave cutter class. Move you guys back over there. Here's what I want you to do. Well, you can't do anything. You gotta do this. Survey the system.
Technology conceived.
So that was a good outcome for us. And then, hey, plasma throwers. Alright. Cheap stuff. Either energy credits from technicians or a research station. Let's do that. It's computing. We have a computing person? No, we just have research, physics, speed, and field manipulation. Alright. Back on the homeworld. I'd like to have more research going on the planet. So we're gonna go colonize that sucker. Coalition of Verne has audaciously laid claim to the Pobma system. Alright, so it's this system right now. Good for you guys. Alright. Retrofit, do that, research. How many more can we fit in there? Not enough, because we just spent all of it on alloys.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, in that case. I need to go here. There. Swarm, strengthen, that's what we need. Gentlemen, you guys are be at full strength soon, and in the meantime we have this science ship which can go help assist research there. So this isn't a bad start. We got 1 hostile and 1 jackwagon over here. We're gonna have to very deliberately take care of. And unfortunately, superior gotta get destroyers out. One of the things I found with it since 6.2 is that the AI's ability to get out in front of you with ships early on seems to be better than it used to be. Terraforming gases. Yes. Fleet command limit. I need all these things. Naval logistics office we really need. Fleet command limit we need the bigger one of this though, naval capacity. Let's get that. How are you guys looking? 869. Okay, you're gonna go here. Alioth is gonna be your new home station. So get ready with that. These guys are making their way, so we need to get over here, get our butts over here and choke this off. Prevent them from coming around this back way. Particularly, we want both these black holes and the L gate. So your job now, since you have 325 and we haven't even looked at edicts and spending all my time on them for other things. Yeah, map the stars, farming subsidies, capacity overload. I'm not concerned about any of these. These are interesting. These use food, which is kind of actually cool. Drone campaign, pop growth speed. We'd have that on for sure. Leader experience gain. We should probably have that on as well. So I like that. That's really cool. You, no orders. Okay. Hostile fleets. No. There's no hostile fleets in the system. Oh, what is this? It's a mining outpost there. You guys didn't blow it up. Should have been like the first thing you did. Fusion reactor and a UV laser. Let's get there. Oh, and we're finally going over our cap here. So that we stay underneath it. Let's build one of those. You guys can keep building things like energy and food. Energy tech here would be probably. Let's do that. Let's see about. We need dense jungle next. Which reminds me, okay. We just got terraforming tech. Which of these worlds is going to be the best? Oh yeah. Wortham. Where's that? Terraform that sucker, please, to a continental world for 5k. Yes. We want to do that one first. That's so many energy districts. That's really going to help us along. You can do... It's 135. Ugh. It's cheaper if you go one after the other, so we'll just wait. No. It's a little bit disappointing. I mean, I sent an envoy. Can I send another envoy? What happens if I send another envoy? What if I send 2 of them? And then what if I offer them a trade deal? Can that help? They are harming our relations. We are improving relations. Let's see. Let's see how that works. We're going to spend both of our envoys since we don't need them for anything else. Okay, can you build there now? Thank you. You go home. And we got the destroyer yet? Okay. So we got point defense, hangar bays. Let's do missiles to make them work a little harder. See if they're not defending against that. Yep, and then they just got Sterop. So now I think Dirham is our best chance. I got a better job for you. Let's go do that. You're just gonna grab these first, and then we can go backwards and do stuff. This, see, amenities are gonna be a real problem. These Hive Warren. I don't like the idea of having to keep building Hive Warrens. Ship fire rate, that's kind of important. Ship upkeep and naval capacity increased by 20%. I want the fire rate first.
A new nest is formed.
How can we get more? The new nest, great. Nest planet. Oh, this one. Okay, great. Yeah. Let's make you an agri world. You have a bunch of districts, which is great. But how are we going to get amenities? They don't have like holo theaters, so I got to find something besides Hiveborn that's going to get the job done. And they're not a branch office, so we can't just plop down some branch offices that help us out. Yeah, if we get to Dirham, that'd be great. It'd be an extra system away. We'll get all that stuff. We'll get it. Oh, and now we need, for Hive Worlds, we need climate restoration. Gotta keep going. Battle simulator. Zabalba.
Construction is complete.
Well, let's do this, Zabalba. I really want you to have a lot of research. I'm gonna give you some jobs. Put down another Hive War for you. Atomic countdown for the past 42 years and 3 days. Gonna finish my research lab instantly. What's it do?
Technology conceived.
Technology conceived. Starhold, great. City district housing, yes, and the destroyer. That's what I wanted. Yes, I need that destroyer. Please give it to me. Gonna need it. You keep going. Keep going, friend, and then it's cheaper once it builds that one. See, it's 135 influence to build it if we issue the order sequentially, but wait until we're actually done with this. And then I'll show you what it is. It's not going to be that much now. 135 ain't going to cost that much. That one's done, and now if we go over here, it's half that, 67. That's why you do it that way. Research station output or researchers. Let's research. This is going to take some time. Yep, a lot of time. We're about a third of the way done, though. That's great. This is going to be a great planet for us. Zabalba. Building a highborn, so it has some. Queue that up so we get a little bit more energy. Now it's Ovane system. Let's come after the Ovane system right there.
Our construction is complete.
Alright. Build a mining station. Research. Research. Mining. Mining and build research. He's going to be busy for a while. Alright, what do you got? Hive Nexus. That's the capital upgrade. And synaptic clusters. More admin capacity. That's the upgrade. Grab that then. So right there at Dirham, I'm gonna upgrade that. If they send a fleet around that back way, it's gonna suck. So we don't have enough. I don't want to blow a bunch of money building another fleet, but we might have to. Maintenance costs then become huge as you go over this cap. I want to get this done, and that's society research, unfortunately. And you would think with military theory that expansion of this would show up as an option here, but yeah, naval capacity from soldier jobs, no, Hive Nexus. So let's hope it gets there. Let's hope so. But this planet down here becoming a giant generator. It's gonna be awesome. That'll be helpful. The Terra Meku black hole. Yeah, nobody getting that from the dimensional horror for a while. New contact. The Nex Awareness establishes contact with the Nex Awareness. They're a Gestalt consciousness like us. Sends their regards. Wow. They're cool. Where are they coming from? Oh, over here. So, how happy are they? They're neutral. Wait, rogue servitors. Well, you know what? Here's what we're gonna... And you can't communicate with them because... Oh, yes, we can. We can improve our relations.
Our construction is
We're gonna grab one of our envoys then and form a non-aggression pact with them. And maybe we can make them like us enough to be part of our defensive pact. And then it'd be nice if when... coalition of Immer decides to attack us, all these guys would come help us. That'd be great. I don't know that that'll happen. I've never had that kind of luck with that kind of stuff, but what the heck. I always try. This right here. Okay, we can upgrade that, but we need a whole bunch more alloys. Not in a position to be able to start buying alloys yet, which is disappointing, but is what it is. These guys are going to be want to be the first targets of us. We want to crush these guys. There's going to have to be some people we have to get rid of early. All right, 2 people here are not employed. Let's get that. What do we have? We have no open jobs. That's why. And oh, active volcano and dense jungle. This planet, yes, we need the population growth thing on it. It's the spawning pools, isn't it? Yep. Get that down there. Get some people growing on that planet. That's going to be a really nice planet for us. Terrak Prime. I like that. It's going to be a good planet. But once we get up to 10k again, oh, the Banthurian Interplanetary Commonwealth. They are Fanatic Mirotusk. Honor-bound warrior. Great, where are they at? Oh, they're way up here.
Technology conceived.
Okay, well. Starting to... There we go, destroyers. We're starting to meet some other people in the galaxy. Coil gun, thank you. Alright, let's go build the destroyers. This is a pretty typical... Yeah, let's just make this guy kind of a mix here. Nope. That's one of the annoying things. This reactor booster, this best, and best. All right, and we're gonna call this destroyer. It's a kinetic ship mostly, so that's what I'm doing to remind myself of what it does. Later on, we'll put like. Oh, well, I didn't even build it right, did I? Later on, we'll put plasmas in those spots. Now, I also want a point defense one, because I like having these. And lasers, we'll fix those later. Change them later when we get better tech. These point defense ships are just to help against some of the things the enemies like to throw at you. And then long range one, that on the end of it, so anything that gets close. Again, my logic here, I'm sure, is probably not the strongest, but my theory always is this shoots farther, so hopefully by the time ships get close enough for this to happen, or I might even do this. By the time it gets close enough for these smaller guns to happen, the shields will be down, and then your more armor penetrating ones will come into play. So that's going to be that. Okay, so I can't. Oh, and I can finally add some ships to them. Okay. So, oh, what? Wait, what? Oh yeah, it says command limit 20 to 30, but I gotta get this limit up. All right. Starbase damage increased by 20%. I like that. But naval capacity increased by 20%, which only gives me 4 more ships. That's okay. Galactic community, yes, a worthy endeavor. So here we go. The galactic community is going to start happening. These fat 16 minerals over there. That'd be great. Like right now, so far, we're in the plus on everything. I like that. Even without trade, we managed. Selling a lot of minerals, but that's okay. The Imperial Hissa planets. They are despotic hegemony. So now we're really meeting some people, and some of them don't like us. So and they closed their borders to us. That's fine. The Banthurian Interplanetary Union of Civilized Worlds. So, these guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take one of the last ones, the last guy from the Coalition of Imur, and we're going to take off. I don't want that coalition to, there's already a federation formed, and I don't want that federation deciding that I need to be squashed. So, we're going to make friends with these guys. And hopefully make friends with these guys. Evangelizing zealots. So, I wonder if I took my envoy away from them. What's this say about them? Birth of the Galactic Community. Woo! And everybody's here. Galactic Community member plus 10. Border friction 48. Xenophobia minus 20. Trust 100. Defensive pact plus 20, empath plus 20, improved relations 200, plus 1 per month. We need to keep that up, otherwise this would drop down to 50. But I would like to spend another envoy on the Union of Civilized Worlds for this guy. So let's try to work on keeping relations good for the people who are close to us. Oh, and then the Coalition of Imur is continuing to lay claim to some of our, and they lay claim to the Dirham system over here in our back door. We knew that was coming. That's not really a surprise. What's going to matter is, can we get our darn fleets? Where's the fleet tech? Where's the fleet tech to let me have bigger fleet size? I can't believe I haven't been able to see any of that tech yet. 8 months away from this happening. So, Zabulb. Alright, you're going to need more jobs soon, and you're going to need more space soon. So here's what we're going to do. One more generator. We're going to build one more hive district. See how that pans. This place needs more jobs. Also needs more amenities. Independence guaranteed. This Takashi hegemony will now guarantee the independence of the Union of Leptones. Sounds ominous. We need more alloy. I need. It's just a simple fact. So start getting those built. City district housing plus 1. Yes, please. Give me that. I need that. Bad. Okay. Military academy. Food processing facility. Pop growth speed. Dense jungle. That's cheap. Let's go get that. It's getting to the tense time in the early game where I'm unsure exactly when we're going to be going to war. War declaration. The next awareness is declared war against the Union of Leptonics. Union of Leptonics. Let's see, who are they? Down here, they're minus 10. They're pathetic. They are...
Technology conceived.
Merchant Guild. Union of Leptonics right there. They're tiny. Hey, it's been colonized into a continental world. Great, we need it. Go colonize that sucker. That thing is going to be bread and butter. Senate is now in session. We have researched. The UV laser is cheap. We also need to improve deflectors. I'd like to get that. Let's go look at the Senate. Up next, recycling initiatives. Diplomatic weight from economy is minus 20%. Now let's see. Where are we? We're at 420. We're really low on this. Let's see. Demographics. Let's see. Who has strong economy right now? Victory. We're way down here. Where are we? Zabalba Hive. Our economic strength is 803. Our economic strength is probably going to lag behind everybody. Probably is going to lag behind everybody for a while because we don't have trade. And until we get a ring world and stuff like that, I think that this is total diplomatic weight. Diplomatic weight for economy minus 20%. Pop consumer goods upkeep minus 5%. You know what? I don't need pop consumer goods upkeep. And I don't want my Clearblocker time, so I'm going to oppose that. Buzzword standardized diplomatic weight for economy plus 20% trade value. I'm also going to oppose that because I don't have trade, so I don't care about it. Readied shield, diplomatic weight from fleet power, naval capacity plus 10%. Yes, I will support that one. Guardian Angels Act, diplomatic weight from fleet power, defense armor. I will oppose that. And cooperative research channels. Yes, tech, I will support. Charter of Workers' Rights, diplomatic weight from POPs, worker happiness. Yes, I will support those. So now we're set for the Senate. We're not going to be up in the Senate for a while. We're not going to be important there. Because we're not going to have the weight to do it for a long time. We got boxed in here, which is fine. But when all these planets finally are colonized, then I think we'll have a shot to do it. Now let's look at the colonies we still have. We're currently colonizing this planet. The next best one on this list is probably one of these two. 15 and 14. Because they both have a lot of... What is this? Minerals from... Oh, we want to do this. Electra 2B. Guess what? You're going to get terraformed. Next. You are next on the terraforming prices, right? All you, baby. Zababa. What do we got? We got some housing. Oh, and we can finally up to your capital here. And then I think what I'd like to do is spend this last district on a generator district, but I'm not sure the housing situation is going to allow me. Now, that might change as we look at this. That might change. End of the Union of Leptonics. They died. This might change these Hive Warns if they have reasonable upgrades. I don't know that they do. We don't know that. I don't know enough about that yet. So, never played a Hive before. Giving it my best shot, knowing what I know about the game. Improved deflectors. Let's see. Basic combat rules are cheap. Or energy credits from technicians. Let's grab the basic. Oh, and we're going over our empires. So, one of these planets here, the drone campaign affecting our empire, has ended. So we're going to turn those back on because those just take food. And we claimed a new nest. Awesome. One of you guys. $26 there. I'm gonna resettle you to Tarak.
Technology conceived.
You're gonna go to Tarak. Monthly influence +1. I like that a lot. But we need the administrative capacity right now. 5%. That's what we need to help with this. We can get one more pop on Tarak, and we can build another thing to help with that. Another admin style. Not a lot of minutes left on this episode. Okay. Oh, and we can start upgrading those, but again, minerals not in the best situation. We finally got a second alloy foundry up. That's nice. Yeah, right now I'd say the disadvantage of playing Hive is the amenities. I don't see a building here that really helps with that. So you have to put a lot of these Hive Warren. I'm really hoping there's a different solution here with some research as time goes by. I'm hoping there's something I'm kind of... So Tarak got its next one. Great. So go with synaptic nodes. Because there's nothing down here. The strongholds don't add amenities. Sentinel ports create defense armies. These are to take care of your prime. They handle deviancy. Maintenance jobs. Oh, maintenance drones increase amenities. Wow. So it's a maintenance drone job. Maintenance drone jobs +3. They create amenities. So your districts are going to create amenities for you. Okay, and of course then resource silos. But why would you want to waste a building slot on a resource silo when you can build this and get 3 maintenance? Alright, so in that case, on this world, we want to do this. I'll create some amenities. This. So you have to have some of these districts, at least enough to provide not just housing, but you need amenities, and this is going to be your best way to get it. Okay. Alright, I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
Our construction is complete.
I think as the energy planet. I think as our energy planet starts to get up and running. This one, Wirtham Prime. I know what I'm going to do with this.
Conceived.
Wirtham. Guess what your new name is? Energy. You're Thor. You're Thor Prime now.
The others speak.
The next awareness forum research agreement. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take anything that seems like being friendly is part of the deal. No. Station open. Let's go. Tarak Prime, you got your spawning pools down. I still need more synaptic nodes, don't I? And Traverse building that? Nope. Okay, so you need a synaptic node. We gotta get this. Gotta get taken care of. I don't want any of these penalties at all, even a 1.53% technology cost penalty. Let's get rid of that. So I think as Thor gets built up and can start building on these generator districts, we'll be able to take some of these generator districts away, turn them into food instead. Same thing with this planet. I'd like to just make this all food. So we'll kind of move things around, build some stuff as time goes by. You're down to building your last little bits, buddy. I don't see any sense in grabbing that system when it's gonna lay claim to it and probably come get it. Defense platform hull points. I like that. Let's do. Want more research on this planet? That's what I want. Pretty sure there's going to be other things I want to build. The Hantak Alliance is built in the country somewhere. We're going to have to buy some food again. We had to buy some earlier in the game. Now we're going to have to buy some here. Commercial packed invitation for those guys. Birth of the Galactic Market. Said, form the Galactic Market. I don't think we actually get a... Oh, Galactic Hub nominee. Oh, we can do it. Well, hell yeah.
Construction is complete.
We're gonna nominate one of our planets for that thing. A new nest on Thor. So Thor is up and running. This is gonna be great. We're gonna do generator world technician output plus 20%, generator district build speed plus 3. This is gonna be fantastic. So do that and that. Yep. This is going to be a big, huge planet for us. It's going to do a lot of important things.
Our construction is complete.
Build. I'm going to buy a few more of those. Sell a few more of those to offset it.
Technology conceived.
The construction ship can just go home. And research station, great. So next thing, it's cheap, improved reactor. Alright, we're going to stop the episode here. 2262. I feel like it's a decent start. These guys being hostile next to us worries me, especially because we still don't have proper naval capacity. We're going to have to spend some time building star bases and upgrading them and building anchorage so that we can boost that. But I feel pretty good about where this is at. So folks, as always, thanks for watching. If you guys dig the channel, maybe subscribe if you like the episode. Give it a thumbs up. I'll have my Patreon listed down below if you feel like donating to that. And thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.